How's life?
Life has been fantastic.
Okay. And how's the journey of YouTube is going on?
Again, I would say the same. The journey has also been wonderful.
Okay.
Actually, till few days back, I had my hands full. So
Mm.
because of this, I was not able to be regular on YouTube. But from here, now I have decided I would make sure that I'm regular. If I'm not uploading videos on a regular basis, I would make sure every other day I would upload at least a video. So this is what I have
Hmm.
planned, and even I have seen so many people growing so fast. So it has also
Yes.
pushed me, yes. So I thought again I should do the same which I used to do.
Same, yeah, same. I have also seen so many people, and they are growing so fast actually. But I can't motivate myself to do YouTube again because being a homemaker, I'm always tied up with so many things, and I also take classes. I would say tuition classes or kind of stuff. So I don't feel that YouTube brews my coffee anymore. It it just brings me trouble with views, with all the things, with subscribers. So I'm not going to do YouTube, but yes, I'll upload whenever I feel like. Even I do the same things whenever I feel like. I upload my videos or the short videos. But I was missing my conversations here, so that's why I'm here.
Right. And I
Okay.
wholeheartedly agree with you that once you are snowed under with various things, you
Hmm.
really cannot be focused. In order to be
Yes.
focused, make sure you do one thing at a time so that you
Hmm.
can get the fruitful result. If you want,
Exactly.
yes. So that
Hmm.
like, and I thoroughly believe one thing that jack of all trades, master in none. So what we need to
Wow.
do at a time, we can focus on one thing. Now I have
Yes.
done that earlier I was busy with online and offline classes, so I have
Hmm.
taken a small break for my offline classes. I want to pursue my career in only in online classes.
Okay.
From you, I would like to shed some light on the things.
Hmm.
Okay, and what do you feel when you take a break? And I know that you did take a break, not from grammar, not from books, not from study, but you were away from YouTube. So when you, I think you had a conversation with Rahul as well. So you had a conversation with him. So when you start something after a very long gap, how does it feel? Do you feel you are the same Neha, that who you are the same person that who used to speak very well, who used to be confident, and now you are doing it after a long time? So did you feel ill at ease at that moment when you started first?
Okay, to be very honest, not at all, because the kind of person I am. I love uh, to face challenges, and why I thought of coming back. This was the biggest reason, because somehow I was feeling that I am maybe I'm not that confident one which I used to be,
Right.
because I was in my comfort zone. I was just having conversations with my learners, that too at my comfort zone. No, so that this is the biggest reason why I thought of getting back into the saddle. I believe I am using it in a correct way. But yes, before this session also, I was little anxious and nervous
Hmm.
because I know you, and I know the kind of vocabulary you use. You have a good command over this language. So I was anxious, and I shared this feeling with my sister. This is the basic human tendency. When you restart, or when you are away from certain things for a long time, you are not the way you used to be
Right.
earlier. But I love giving challenges to myself. That's me, Neha. So this is the reason I'm sitting here. And yes, uh, I did feel nervous, but now I'm not. I was
Yes,
nervous.
I would say the same thing, like that we both speak the same language. when I got to know that, okay, I got a chance from you, and I did send you that message that I would love to hold a
Mhm.
conversation with you. Even I also tried it after a long time, and I had the same feeling that I thought how I would start, how would I express my
Mhm.
thoughts? Would it be right if I started? Because you are also good at this, I'm also a little bit good at this. So when, and somewhere we both have set a benchmark. Okay, when Neha speaks, she speaks this much well. When I speak, I know that what I do, and every time I make sure I'm going to give extra. And it really doesn't matter, some people like us or some people don't, but I love what I do, and I enjoy using these idioms. I really do not exaggerate
Mhm.
that who these people are to validate my work.
Yes.
So I really don't care, because I know what the level sorry, what the level Neha has. I know this very well.
Mm.
If I won't use these words, so it's no use saying that I am a teacher of English.
True that. And you know what? Earlier, I would uh, be cautious of what people are going to think about me. What if I make a mistake and they, catch my mistake? But now I don't really bother because it doesn't matter if while having a conversation, if I am making mistake, that's perfect. That is fine with me because you know why and how I got this realization. Being a homemaker, it was not an easy ride for me, and still it is not easy because I hardly I go out, hardly I meet with people, hardly I have any conversation with people, especially in this language. So if I am trying to polish my communication skills, and while polishing my communication skill, if I make any mistake, it is fine. It is fine. I don't bother about people's opinion or their judgments. I know my journey, and I am truly proud of myself. That's
Right.
it.
So am I. I'm also proud of you, and I'm also proud of
Yes.
myself. And I last time I suggested you should not stay away from this channel, because you have worked really very hard, and your content speaks the volumes. So you don't need to just wait for that. And because in order to reach this much far, it takes a lot
Mm,
of effort. We have put a lot of
yes.
effort to reach this level. It doesn't matter. And I know this is really excruciating when we do well and our channel does not get these many views which we generally expect. Right. So I would also like to know this from you, that when you interact with people who are not at your level, so do you feel
Mhm,
like talking to them, or you feel okay, it's fine, that it's no use using these extra idioms or nice words?
mm,
Sometimes, because we both are into business, our first priority is to earn money. Mine
yes.
is this, and that I'm very honest. I would not say no, I will do it for free. I need money. I'm very honest.
Yes.
So for that, what you must have seen, there are so many people who are not so renowned, who do not know much. They can say anything,
Mm,
and their speaking is better than both of us, because when we speak, we take care of everything. Oh, no mistake in grammar, right
mhm,
pronunciation, right idioms, and
yes.
so on. But when it comes to these people, they don't care. They make
Mm,
silly mistakes, and sometimes big mistakes as well, and they get like much than us.
mm. So, you know what? When I was having so many video conversations on Skype, this
Hmm.
was also one of the reasons why I took that step back from these conversations. Because whenever I uh, schedule a session, my first motive is to learn and to share my knowledge. But many times, what happens? People don't want to listen to you. They just come here for the sake of content. They just want to speak up. They
Right.
don't, right? And they don't see. I know making mistakes is not a big deal, but yes, every time you are not supposed to repeat those mistakes. If you are not able to rectify your mistakes, if you are repeating your mistakes, so what are you doing then? What are for no, what are you here for?
Right.
So that's why now what I do, I choose my co-learners, or I choose my YouTubers whom I will have interaction with.
Hmm.
Earlier, I used to have interaction with random people. Okay, I got an mail. Okay, let's have an interaction. No, but now it's not like that. First, I try to visit the person's channel. I try to find the motive or the reason behind that person's reason to approach me. And if I feel like, then only I go for sessions. Second thing, yes, sometimes these people
Hmm.
disappoint me because they just speak up, they just speak randomly without being aware of the mistakes they are making, and these things. Sometimes they disappoint me, and sometimes they motivate me, because I think I become cautious while speaking. I generally do not want to make mistakes in terms of grammar. But I want to be constructive, and I want to have I want to gain something productive, constructive, and knowledgeable from these sessions. It's not that I am sitting here to impart my knowledge,
Right.
to show, or to just use all the idioms I know. No, it's not like that. And I observe the person sitting who is sitting in front of me. I know now I am having a conversation with Sunil, and whatever idiom I will use, he is going to know, or he will
Hmm.
understand the meaning. But
Right.
if a beginner is sitting in front of me, he or she is not able to construct a sentence, I won't flaunt myself. I'll be very simple. I will be very basic.
All right. Yes.
So that's it. That's it.
Yes, that
Yes.
is a good thing to do. Like when we know
Mhm.
that person is bad at
Yes.
communication skills, or he is a
Hmm.
novice in this particular field, so it's absolutely correct. And I think this is the
Yes.
wisest thing to do, not to use expensive or advanced words.
Yes.
And Neha, one more thing is there that as I do provide online classes, one
Hmm.
of my students said one thing, and I was literally amazed to know. He said, now there's a course where grammar is not required. People can speak English without grammar. Is it really possible? And sometimes I'm perplexed to know all these shits. What is that?
Actually, you know what, Sunil? It depends. If you learn this language in a very natural way,
Hmm.
okay, as we learn Hindi, then you can say that you can learn this language, any language, without grammar. Okay,
Right.
if you have
Mhm.
that surrounding, if you are surrounded with people who speak English only, then you
Hmm.
can learn. But in case if in my case, I can't say if a woman, if a homemaker comes to me, ma'am, I want to learn English, I can't say that, okay, I will teach you without teaching any grammatical concepts.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
there are certain concepts which we don't which are not required. But just imagine, if you want, if that person doesn't know how to construct a sentence, at least there should be a knowledge of verb, or subject object, their arrangement, right? So for all those people from rural areas, or especially for Indians, because English is of course not our first language, we can't skip grammar, we can't ignore grammar. you uh, you are born and brought up listening to this language, then you don't need to learn grammar, right?
Right.
Every situation varies person to person. I always tell people, if you are suffering, if you are down with fever, some
Hmm.
people go for paracetamol, some will go for crocin.
Okay.
Okay, so this is exactly what we need to do. It everything, or it depends on the level you belong to, and the surrounding, your upbringing, your schooling, your education, all the things matter. But for Indian people, or for people who belong to village or rural areas, we can't skip the whole grammar. We can skip a few topics, but yes, tenses or subject and verb agreement.
Right.
prepositions. We
Right.
can't skip these things. So
Yes.
what this
Beautiful
is my
answer.
take on this.
Yes, and
Mhm.
I would say that you were saying some people go for paracetamol and some go for other, but some people are also there. They don't take even any medicine for that. I'm
Yeah.
one of, okay, joking apart.
Mhm.
You were talking about people who already get the ambience from their home when they are born.
Yes.
Some
Hmm.
I can say that they are born with this language because
Hmm.
the first day they come to this planet, they get the ambience of English from their home.
Yes.
What I personally feel is when their parents speak this beautiful language, I think
Hmm.
they are well versed in grammar. They are well versed in this particular.
Right.
So from there, we really don't need to learn where we use is MR or where we use this third form. So by listening,
Exactly.
this happens. So this is one thing, and you rightly said that if we are from the village, or it also relies what level you really aspire for. If you just want to speak, if you just want to pass through your message, then grammar is really not required. Okay, last question, that tell me that what are
Okay.
your.
Just wait. I'm sorry. I just want to add one thing. See, when we talk with toddlers or infants or babies, we need to feed their brain with vocabulary.
Right.
That's it. That's
Mm,
it. Don't I tell to each of my learner, don't bother about grammatical structure.
mhm,
Babies are not aware of where to use s or es or where to use ing. Just feed their brain with that vocabulary. They should know the uh, they should have the English version for each and everything they watch or they see around them. That's it. If you are going to take this first step, they will be able to frame sentences. Right? Initially they will make mistakes. Everybody does the same, but
mm.
gradually they will be able to be familiar with this language in a very natural way. That just I want to add in that question. Now you
Do
can ask.
my baby is yet to be born, I do the same. I just use nice words
Yes.
so that wherever he or she is now, they are in the womb.
Yes,
So from there, they will learn. Okay, what that
exactly.
particular word means. Hmm.
Right, you are already on the right track.
Thank you so much. Okay, so please tell me that how you practice or how much time you devote to this particular language on a regular basis. You are certain that okay, come rain or shine, you will spend this much time.
uh, Credit goes to my classes
Hmm.
because I get set up where I try to use this language only, no matter what the what we are discussing. So I try to speak in this language. Second thing, what I often do, I am in habit of speaking to myself. I
Hmm.
talk to myself. So whenever I'm cooking, I start having a conversation with me. If I have a fight with my husband, so
Hmm.
whatever I want to say him, because of course he's not with me every time, so
Right.
I just have that conversation in English with myself only.
To scold your
So
husband being yourself, that you should not have done that.
yes.
You should not
y-
have
y-
said that to us. Hmm.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So in this way, yes, in this way, he he gets a chance to I'm literally not making fun, but he gets a chance to he gets a chance to say why am I doing this work.
Being correct. You can say being good. But
Okay, see,
hmm.
this is, I am telling you, this was happening with me on a regular basis. I was forgetting words while having conversations. No, I was forgetting words. So it is happening today
Yeah,
also.
it's
So yeah,
natural. It's with me as well. That being a teacher, whatever I consider myself, it is natural that, and yes,
yes,
you are
sometimes
with
it
the mountain.
happens.
No, no problem. Yes.
Mm. Yes. So yeah, he gets a chance to stay away from all the harsh words, right? So and moreover, I get a chance to have a conversation with myself. And second thing, you know what? I try, as I mentioned, that I try to add new words,
Hmm.
little bits advanced word. As I to if I talk about conundrum, I recently learned this word, right? And now I try to use this. Earlier, I would use the difficulties of this language. Now I have switched to intricacies of this language, right? And so many words. Now, yes, this is how I try to be very natural while speaking. So I
Hmm.
practice a lot. Whenever I learn a new word, I stick to that one until I get confident,
Right. Right.
until I know how to use this word in different scenarios.
Right.
So see, you need to be consistent. You need to be stubborn, I would say.
Hmm.
If you want to learn, and if you want to, because learning, many people think if they are learning so many words, so many vocabulary words, they are done. No, it doesn't matter how many words you know, until you are able to use those words in different perspectives with different people in different scenarios, right? And here comes the parts of speech. Let's say book. Every time I ask my learner make a sentence using this word, what they do? I love my Hindi book. Books give us knowledge. No one use this as I need to book a cab for two. Please
Hmm.
book a room for three people. They
Hmm.
don't go. They don't see this side of this word,
I
right?
thought
Same
the
with,
same. I only thought
sorry.
it. I also thought the same. I also thought, or I also took it as a noun. I was about to say
Noun.
that.
Yes.
Okay, verb. You were saying that
Eh,
another part of speech is
right.
a verb. Hmm.
We use na, I want to book a cab, right? But
Hmm.
we never notice it. We are using the same word, B
Hmm.
double OK.
Right.
I ask my learners, make a sentence on light. Their light is, I turn the light on, I turn the light off. No one says, I like light colors, or I'm wearing a light color, or my
Hmm.
face lights up whenever I see my son. So this is my approach towards this language. I
Hmm.
never I am not in a that hurry of learning this language. No, I just want whatever I know, how I am able to use to the fullest,
Hmm.
right? And I call all these things the technicalities of this language,
Right.
right? I may not be that fluent. I may not be using so many advanced words, but now I am able to make my students understand the basic concept of this language, how to use simple words with a twist.
Right. Right.
So that's it. And it comes with practice and consistency. You need to be consistent and patient,
Yes.
because it's not going to be an easy ride or easy thing to do. Many
Right.
times you feel like giving up. क्या करना अब? मैं तो सोच सकती हूँ ना क्या करना. I'm not searching a job.
Hmm.
I can enjoy watching serials,
Right.
but choice, I have chosen this thing for me. It gives me that feeling of satisfaction. Okay, at least if I when I tell people that I am a master's in this language, I should have that knowledge also,
Right. Yes.
right?
There.
So
Mhm. There is
this is
really
my approach.
denying. Yes. There is really no denying about it. Even that's how things are learned. As you rightly said,
Hmm.
that we have to be adamant. If we want to learn something, I do the same. I make sure that if I learn a new word, I must use it 9 to 10 times, or I keep thinking of that particular word throughout the week, throughout the day. And that's how things are learned, I would say.
Yes.
Right.
And before wrapping this session, I would like to tell you a very beautiful thing. We have learned in, on, at prepositions, as prepositions, right? So one day there was a question, please come in. So we were asked to identify the part of speech of in.
Hmm.
So okay, this could be a preposition only. So then it is, I guess, 3 years ago when I started. mm, learning this language or just polishing my or revising my stuff. So then I got to know कि herein is not preposition, it's an
Adv-
adverb. It's an
Mhm.
adverb, right? So this was literally, this was a kind of shock for me.
Okay.
Yes,
Hmm.
because generally I was so engrossed in my homemaking, in all these things that I was not in touch with this language, and it was a wake up call for me that you
Right.
need to yes, revise all the things. So this is how I started, and
Right.
now I can proudly say कि no, I am aware of these things now. I can identify the parts of speech at least.
Right.
So
Even
yes.
it is really a long journey, and I would say there are a lot of things which we need to learn, and how we can recognize it, that basics. And every day I feel okay. What I know, I feel okay. I don't know anything, because every
Mm,
day I keep learning, as you just said that word. And it is obvious that if it is a preposition, it would certainly take an object. If it is not taking, so
right.
it would certainly be an
Huh.
adverb. Yes. So before एक word है, before it does the same. Before
Mm,
coming, so it is used as a preposition. I have not seen you
yes.
before. It is an adverb. So there are many things that
Adverb.
we must keep learning.
Exactly.
Okay, Neha, I really enjoyed, and I hope to have a because I
Same
was
here.
as nervous as you were. So now out of that nervousness, and unfortunately at the beginning I got the text, and I have got some work. I'll finish. So soon we will have another session. I'll be looking
Sure.
forward to holding a conversation with you. So enjoy, keep
Okay.
learning, keep sharing good things with others. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Same here. Thank you. Bye bye.